Almost all Rolex models are trusted symbols with great demand and value stability. Nonetheless, there may be compelling reasons to select a luxury watch from a different watchmaker. So if you've been eyeing a Rolex but it's out of reach, don't worry. We've got you covered with 5 incredible alternatives that won't break the bank. Whether you're a fan of classic designs or sleek modern styles, there's something here for everyone. Let's dive in. First, we must say this. You can go right with a Rolex. They're classics with a rich history and impeccable style that spans decades. These luxury timepieces from Geneva are known for their top-notch quality and reliability, making them a standout choice. Plus, with the buzz around luxury watches, most Rolex models have become solid investments, whether you wear them daily or keep them safe. There are valid reasons to explore other options too. Sometimes getting your hands on specific Rolex models is tough, or the price tag or the sought-after ones might be a bit too steep. Some watch enthusiasts prefer flying under the radar, opting for quieter, less popular models over the big-name classics. Let's begin with the Rolex GMT and its alternatives. The renowned Rolex GMT Master II, starting at $11,000, can be elusive. There's a variety of options in the GMT line, boasting playful monikers like Batman, Pepsi, Root Beer, and now the Sprite. Yet among these diverse bezel combinations, Pepsi remains the most iconic. Including a GMT bezel inherently infuses a watch with a sporty vibe, prompting our focus on models featuring this characteristic. For those seeking alternatives, consider the Timex Waterbury GMT, which is available for under $200. While resembling the Rolex in appearance, it steers clear of direct imitation and comes from a brand like Timex, renowned for its historical significance. Under $1,000, there are multiple options, but 2 stand out. First, the recently launched Seiko 5 Sports SSK 003, an automatic Seiko priced at around $400 to $500, draws inspiration from the beloved Seiko SKX. It boasts a sturdy case, a Jubilee-style bracelet, and a range of bezel and dial color options. Surpassing the $1,000 mark, numerous GMT offerings exist, but let's spotlight the Tudor Black Bay GMT at approximately $4,000. Turning to Tudor for a higher-priced alternative reveals an intriguing connection to Rolex, which has been linked since 1926 when Rolex's founder, Hans Wilsdorf, established Tudor as his sister company. Tudor delivers Rolex-grade quality and heritage at a more accessible price point. The Tudor Black Bay GMT mirrors many traits of the Pepsi GMT. It's the closest to a Rolex without purchasing an actual Rolex. Next, it's the Omega Seamaster for the Rolex Submariner. The Rolex Submariner has earned its reputation as the ultimate reference among dive watches, tracing its legacy back to 1954. Finding alternatives to such an iconic timepiece might seem like a tough quest. However, one luxury watch steps up admirably. The Omega Seamaster Diver 300M stands strong as a top-notch substitute for the Submariner. While the Seamaster's distinct design emerged around 30 years after the Submariner, it boasts an equally captivating experience. Like the Submariner, the Seamaster showcases water resistance up to 300 meters and features a date window. In terms of movement, Omega edges slightly ahead of Rolex. Their certification as a master chronometer, inclusion of the coaxial escapement, and the intricate detailing on the Omega Caliber 8800 serve as an enticing unique selling point. Up next is the Zenith Chronometer Sport for Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, a great alternative. The Rolex Daytona remains a highly coveted model, often challenging to get your hands on. Since the release of the initial automatic Daytona referenced 1988, the demand for this watch has soared sky high. Owning one of these timepieces is akin to striking gold. In early 2021, Zenith unveiled an impressive alternative to the Rolex Daytona, the Chronomaster Sport. Zenith's Fabrique de Montrez Zenith had previously supplied Rolex with automatic calibers for the Daytona Ref 16520 during the 1980s. The Chronomaster Sport features a black ceramic bezel and, much like the Daytona, offers options with either a black or white dial. However, the standout feature of the Chronomaster Sport is its El Primero movement, enabling the measurement of 1/10 of a second. When the chronograph is activated, the central second hand makes a full circle around the dial every 10 seconds, while the bezel, divided into 100 steps, facilitates measuring 1/10 of a second. Then we've got the Cartier Santos for Rolex Datejust. While Rolex is renowned for its professional lineup, comprising models like the Submariner, GMT Master, and Daytona, the classic Datejust stands out as the oldest and most traditional in their collection. Rolex introduced the first automatic watch featuring a date display in 1945, marking a significant milestone. But when seeking watches akin to the Rolex Datejust, you'll stumble upon a timepiece with an even deeper history: the Cartier Santos. This watch has graced wrists since 1911 and is hailed as the inaugural wristwatch designed for men. Originally designed as a pilot's watch, the Cartier Santos has evolved into a distinguished dress watch, exuding elegance with its polished surfaces and iconic design. Cartier's 2018 rendition of the Santos presents the watch in contemporary sizes and a refined in-house caliber, elevating its appeal further. The Timex Legacy is a top pick if you want to keep it under $200. It's got the same case sizes as the Datejust, sitting at 41 and 36 mm. It's only around $150 and runs on a quartz movement. Stepping up a bit under $1,000, the Hamilton Jazzmaster is a slick choice. With its sleek design, stainless steel case, and a cool bracelet, it's about $600. This one's also rocking a quartz movement and comes from a brand like Hamilton with a solid history. Now, for the over $1,000 league, there are many great options. Let's throw a couple your way. First off, the Omega Constellation Globemaster. It's a watch I've worn heaps and it's fantastic. It matches that Datejust vibe. It's wearable and has a killer design. Another gem in this range is the Grand Seiko SBGH277, which is $6,100. This bad boy packs in serious engineering. The dial's stunning and its high beat movement gives you that super smooth sweep on the dial. It's a special piece. You don't need the Rolex stamp to recognize it as an amazing watch. Yet another piece that made it to our list is the Breitling Colt for those seeking an alternative to the Rolex Oyster Perpetual. The Breitling Colt is another successful option, mirroring the essential traits and brand characteristics. While the Rolex Oyster Perpetual epitomizes the essence of the Oyster line, the Breitling Colt doesn't fall short, blending typical brand features with exceptional reliability. Sporting water resistance of 200 meters, the iconic rider bezel, and sturdy movement, the Colt is a dependable and versatile companion for any occasion. It's a reliable and understated choice, making it an ideal alternative to the Oyster Perpetual. As we wrap up our budget-friendly options, it's pretty neat to consider building an entire collection for under $1,000. Each piece brings a touch of those Rolex vibes we discussed earlier, adding a unique spin without being an exact copy. No matter your budget, watches are all about pleasure. It's not about the price tag, but about investing in something with a story, craftsmanship, and that special feeling when it's on your wrist. Bonus brand. You could also check Citizen. Citizen watches, especially their eco-drive models, are renowned for their eco-friendly solar-powered technology. They offer various styles, including dress, casual, and sports watches, combining functionality with affordability. Hey, if you're a Rolex fan, whether you already own one or have your eye on a specific model, let us know in the comments. And if Rolex isn't your jam, what alternative catches your eye? Share your thoughts.